Hi guys, so this is factors of a polynomial with algebra running through, and we've been asked to find a and b if x minus 1 all squared is a factor of the polynomial ax cubed plus bx squared plus 1. Now, the first thing we need to do is we need to multiply out this bracket here, x minus 1 squared, because I won't be able to divide that directly into the polynomial ax cubed plus bx squared plus 1. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we just need to multiply this out just so that we can see what we have. So this is going to be basic binomial, so it's x squared minus 2x plus 1. If you can't remember how to do that, it's x by itself, x squared, minus 1 by itself, which is positive 1, and we multiply them together, minus x, and we double. Okay, so that's where that comes from. Then what we do is we then put the polynomial that we want to divide in, and again, give yourself lots of room, guys, and what we have is we have ax cubed plus bx squared. Notice how I have no x's. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to write 0x and then plus 1. This has just made life a lot easier for you. Okay, we've done this sort of thing before. We should be quite good now at algebraic division. If not, just check out one of my other videos and I'll show you how to do it. And what we have is we're trying to get from here to this expression here. So I have x squared and I'm trying to get to ax cubed. So I need to multiply this by ax. So ax. Just double check. And what we have there is that means we have ax by x squared will give us ax cubed, which now means we're going to multiply this whole expression by this term here. Okay, let's do that. So we have ax by x squared, which is ax cubed. Then we have minus 2x by ax, so that's minus 2ax squared. And then we have 1 by ax, which is just ax. So plus ax at the end here. Nice big line. Put in your minus signs. You can spot the double negatives. And off we go. So we have ax cubed here, minus ax cubed, which will give us 0. We have bx squared minus 2ax squared. Now, we know it's going to be an x squared here, so we just stick the x squared at the end. And what we have is we have b minus 2a, so that's just b plus 2a. And we can just stick that in a bracket, guys. So it's b plus 2a in a bracket in front of the x squared there. 0 minus a squared, sorry, say that again. 0x minus ax is just minus a x, and what we then have is the plus 1 comes down. Now, we know that x minus 1 squared is, so we're going to just finish it off, and we can see here that, again, we are looking at this here and the first term here. So how do I get from here to this term here? Well, I have to multiply by essentially the bracket. So plus b plus 2a. And that means, again, just going through the process, that I have to multiply this by this by this thing here, and this by this here, and put them all underneath again, as before. So, first one, fairly straightforward, because we know the answer to that one. It's b plus 2ax squared. Next one then is b plus 2a multiplied by minus 2. And all you have to do here, guys, is just keep this bracket and put this in front of the bracket. So this is the same as minus 2 lots of b plus 2a. So minus 2 b plus 2a x. That's a b there. And then we've got, on the last bit here, 1 times b plus 2a. So this is plus b plus 2a. Now, we know that this is a factor. We are told that x minus 1 squared is a factor, and x minus 1 all squared is exactly the same as this. So we know this is a factor, which therefore tells us if it's a factor that we should have no remainder when we take these away, which means that essentially the top line here is equal to the bottom line here. Now we can see b plus 2a is obviously equal to b plus 2a there. But now what we're going to look at is the next one. It says minus a here. So this minus a must be equal to this minus 2 bracket b plus 2a, because the x's have to be the same. Because if they're not the same, then we're going to get a remainder. And it's going to work exactly the same for my constant. 1 has to be equal to b plus 2a. So we can write a couple of equations now. So let's go back to that. This minus a must be equal to this minus 2b plus 2a. So let's write that down. So minus a must be equal to minus 2b plus 2a. And likewise, this 1 must be equal to b plus 2a. So 1 must be equal to b plus 2a. So what we have here, guys, is a set of simultaneous equations, 2 unknowns and 2 equations. So that means we can solve this. So using equation 2 here, we can say that this implies that b is equal to 1 minus 2a, and we can stick that into equation 1. So let's do that. So minus a is equal to minus 2, and b, which is 1 minus 2a plus 2a. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to solve for a here. So I've got minus a is equal to minus 2, and we just get the bracket here. We've got 1 minus 2a plus 2a, so that's just by 1. And minus a is equal to minus 2, and a is equal to 2. So we now have one of the answers. In order to find b, what we do is we put a is equal to 2 into this formula here, or this rearrangement, and we can easily find b. So let's do that now. So we now know that b is equal to, and we have 1 minus 2a, that's 2 by 2, and b is equal to 1 minus 4, and 1 minus 4 is minus 3. So the two answers are a is equal to 2, and b is equal to negative 3.